Ain't tryna be funky, come through, nigga. Spit it like a honky, talk it like the motherfucking tonk man. I hit you with that funk, man. That motherfucking G shit. Yeah, them niggas know who we with and what we be with, and that's that real shit, and that's that trill shit. Nigga getting gangsta on them, I don't give a fuck, nigga. Bust it with them on them, nigga.
What's good, everybody? This is the FMAD podcast with your host, DJ Punch. As always, this episode and all episodes are brought to you by, presented by, sponsored by, whatever you want to say, man. Innovative Culture, bro. Make sure y'all follow. Make sure y'all hit up at innovative.culture. At innovative.culture. Hit that motherfucker up. Make sure you hit follow. We got a bunch of content coming pretty soon. Just wanted to get that out the way, shout them out. Speaking of innovative culture, I got my boy CoolAzzCam Show regular in the motherfucking building. What up, though?
Yeah.
Pimp over there with the fucking smooth ass voice, I guess. I got the homie TV in this motherfucker again, shooting through to go ahead and conversate a little bit.
You know what it is, man. It's your boy, TB.
Let me ask you a question.
It's crazy.
When you're making a beat, how do you see it in your head? Do you see it in layers? Do you see it like in regions? Do you see it broken up?
We was talking about it the other day.
When you close your eyes, what do you see?
We were talking about it the other day. I mean, it's kind of like mathematical in a way.
It's like an equation for you.
I see it as math, kind of, in a way. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of hard to explain it, but like if you make beats and you're a producer or you produce records, you feel me? There's a certain sequence that, you know, things have to be.
Oh, bro, as a DJ, I understand like the basic structure of a song, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like 16 bar verse,
if
8
it was
bar.
visual for me, how would I see making a beat? Like, how could I describe that? Man, I don't know.
So let's do this.
I actually, the way the song makes me feel, visually, I can see how I would want to do a video and what I would want to talk about.
Oh, so you got to be visual then, as far as
you have to make
a scene in your head.
In the picture,
yeah, you have to paint a picture. You have to make a scene in your head. All right, I see you, bro. That's dope as fuck. Because see, when I DJ or when I listen to music or especially when I'm DJing, straight up equation. That's all that, to be honest with you, that's all it is to me. I'm feeling the songs and everything, and I have my music selection, and I'm like reading the crowd. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, it's you're basically doing an equation.
You gotta know how your transition.
You gotta know how
you gotta blend.
Yeah. You gotta know how many bars of instrumental you have right here. You gotta know how many bars you got left until the verse is over and the hook starts.
It's kind of mathematical, ain't it?
How many minutes you got left?
You gotta time every single song.
How many verses you got left? You don't play past
Down
2 verses.
That's why
second.
a DJ don't get a break.
Any fucking engineer would tell you that shit.
Bro, not even that. This is the worst part. This is the worst part. You have to realize, okay, I'm DJing 4 hours tonight, right?
Am I supposed to go pee?
No, not even that. Am I playing 2 verses of every song, or am I playing 1 verse of every song? Because I got to make shit stretch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So many songs
I can only
that you
play
can
so
put
many
out.
bangers.
Bro, it was times where Punch had to, like, people kept asking for it. But he like, man, I done played that shit like 3 times. Because some DJs will play the same songs. It'd be the hottest songs that's out, right? Over and over, because it sound like the radio at that point. Bro, I it's sad to say it, but that's why I don't listen to the radio now. I can't really like listen to that type of thing because
it's oversaturated.
Every hour you listening to the same song that just played before. Whatever mix show is on or whatever, it's like you still got the same songs in rotation.
Yep.
But it's the DJ on the same thing. So when a DJ do a party or a club or something like that, it's like they still have that option. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna break new music? Because you can get plenty of that. There's plenty of people that you can go get that.
I think the DJs just play who they want to, and the people who they believe are hot and deserve that chance.
Right.
You know what people don't realize is there's a lot of research that goes into what DJs play
and your relationship
and their relationship with somebody, because it's a lot easier for me to play one of your songs
because everything
than
is
it
business.
is. Yeah. Well, not even that. Not even that.
Like mostly.
It's not even that. It's I'm more likely to play your song than I am to play somebody who walks up to me with a card or a CD or something. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, because we built a rapport.
Because we've built a rapport. You know what I mean?
But if it's a hot song, then you still give them a shot though.
That
if you play the song one time in your headphones or whatever, you don't play it for the crowd, but it's catchy. It's like, damn, this shit really like. You would give it a shot. I mean,
look, I'll tell you this right now. Unless you're performing that night, if you hand me a song, unless you're performing that night and it's made clear before we started that I'm playing your song tonight, I'm not finna play it. And I'm not finna run that risk of playing that motherfucker unless there's already an agreement.
I know why too. I know why you would do that because you ain't care about the crowd reaction. Yeah. Because once you throw in some shit that's gonna throw everybody off,
stick your neck out for a nigga you don't know.
It's gonna be some shit that they can't dance to.
It's gonna be hot.
Perfect example. I used to DJ Empire over there in Hollywood, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
I remember that shit.
Once in a while, people from
that was a minute ago.
Yeah. Once in a while, people from labels would pull up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it would be like A&Rs and shit like that, or it'd be people who are developing younger artists, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They would hand me a fucking Fire Stick, and I'd be like, I already knew what it was.
Yeah,
I have to play this shit.
Yeah.
It was the worst fucking experience every time. It never went with what I was playing already. Like it never blended. Like it was always some like it's what they think a club song is.
Right.
Like you got me fucked up, bro. I'm playing You Broke, bitch. Shut up. Don't talk to me. Get your bread up, you know what I mean? And this motherfucker gonna hand me a slow song. Like this shit ain't gonna work.
You can't blend that with nothing.
It's not working.
Like you can't fit it nowhere in that mix.
You gotta do something
that's
kind of at least like around the same type of vibe. Like you feel me,
bro? That shit was terrible. Like every time,
and they want to stand right there, right next to you until you play it. Like they just hover over the DJ booth.
Well, this is the worst part. This is the worst part. Is they walk up, they hand you that shit, and you look at it, and you look at the name, or you like listen to a little bit of it, and sometimes it's like 115 BPM. I'm not finna play 115 BPM in front of this all black crowd, 18 and over. They don't want to hear this shit. Then this is when like the EDM shit started like cracking off. They would try to hand me those songs, bro, and play that shit. That shit was not finna go well, and I already knew it, but they slid your boy a little bit of cash, so you know what I mean. I had to play, but still, you know what I mean. Like that shit done ruined a lot of vibes.
Yeah,
damn,
you taking a big risk at that point.
That shit done ruined a lot of vibes, and I admit to it, but I ruined a lot of vibes.
And it don't matter what kind of event it is. It could be the exclusive Hollywood fucking mansion party, or it could be the warehouse party. In the hood, bro. It could be any type of event, bro. And it's gonna be somebody in there trying to do that shit. Every single place, like it's no matter where it is, you always find that type of person.
There's people who are willing to pay their way into the business,
and that's how a lot of people make it now.
Of course,
that shit's wild.
That's no fucking doubt, man.
I know some people that I really feel like, are you really trying to buy your way in?
Yeah, but the art of swindling has just disappeared.
Yeah. At some point,
niggas don't.
You have to bring something to the table.
Let niggas get it how they fucking get it. I'm not even worried about them. You feel me?
Well, because at some point you start to look like a gatekeeper.
Yeah.
That's why you kind of just got to back up. But you know what? I ain't even finna hate.
I don't know.
Because then you
feel
look
like everybody
a gatekeeper.
do what they do. I've like felt like throughout this whole little platform that I've been trying to build, innovative culture, right? Mm-hmm. It's open to all types of platforms of art that represents our culture, our generation.
Yeah.
The three of us sitting here at this table, we come from the same era, bro. Like we've all seen different parts and different aspects, but ultimately it's like it all plays a part in the culture and society around us that has kind of bred us into who we are today. Mm-hmm. So you think about things like that, and it comes down to, bro, like, we take all of this and we formulate it, and no matter what it is, we don't knock nothing. It's like we appreciate everything, no matter what people's background is, or where they come from, or what they push. It's just like, just don't try to force it upon anybody else, but just kind of represent what you represent.
I'm gonna come forward. I'm gonna come forward and say this right now. I used to be a hater, bro.
Yeah.
I used to be a major hater. Any new when Serato came out, bro, hater. When CDJs was popping, hater.
Yeah.
When these controllers came out, hater. Like anything that was new and took you away from the hard work that came from, to be a DJ, the crate digging, the having to go to the record store, the paying $6 for a fucking single, and you had to buy doubles. You know what I mean? Like, they simplified it so much that it's easy to become a DJ. Now, I don't hate no more because I didn't realize, like, you just have to move with the technology. You know what I mean? If it got easier, it got easier. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
Like, but it's like, it used to irk the shit out of me to see these young motherfuckers, and half of them didn't learn how to mix. None of them knew how to scratch.
They was just blending.
But they weren't even blending. They was
like waiting for the tap and
it was like the worst fucking mix ever. But I had to learn to be like, you know what? Fuck it. If they can get their money like that, then they can get their money like that.
Yeah, how you live.
Just don't let it affect my money. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Yeah, how you live.
How do you feel about technology, especially with music? Because I know new shit's always coming out, new programs, new equipment. Like, you don't ever feel like you might be behind or you need to catch up on anything?
It's hard to keep up with anything, bro. If you think about it.
Yeah, the technology is it keeps on.
Because of the competitiveness of all these different companies that's trying to, be on top. And that's the thing. We look for the next big thing that's going to do better than, the one that's out there. Think about iPhones. Everybody want the new iPhone when they come out. Everybody want that upgrade.
Yeah.
But you think about it and it's like, bro, your shit that you got just came out last year, but Samsung just came out with some shit for Android fucking a couple months ago that's, shitting on that shit. So you're like, all right, well, I'm not going to get that. I'm going to wait till I get my, but some people say, fuck it, I'm going to get this one. Then when that come out, I'm going to go back and get, like, they'll really go out and buy all the phones, and that's what they're invested in. It's buying and selling. Kind of like a couple weeks ago when we sat down with Layla, it's like it's always some shit like that happens.
Oh, I'm constantly buying and selling speakers.
But it's the competitiveness of the advertising and the marketing that's out there that makes us go out and buy shit.
Yeah.
Hey,
when some new speakers come out, bro, I want them.
But
when the new MacBook Pro come out, I want it. You know what I mean?
In society,
I'm not saying I'm gonna get it, but
in the world we live in, it's like everything is marketable. People are selling everything in the world, whether you see it or not. It's like things that we go out and buy in a grocery store, things you buy on a black market. It's like everything, it has a price, and somewhere somebody's selling it.
Yeah.
So for us, we got to think that things that we're interested in are going to attract us all the time. We're going to want to go and spend money on it. If you see some DJ shit and you're like, man, that shit hot. It's like, all right, you're fascinated by DJ shit, so obviously you're gonna go and fucking spend your money on it.
Let me ask you this, TB, what does it take to be a producer right now? If I say, okay, I want to build a little home studio just to produce, what's my basic necessities? What can someone get away with?
Shit. Fucking like, you're gonna have to have a PC for sure, or a Mac.
Some type of.
I think I would say a Mac.
You would say a Mac?
I would definitely say
anything
a Mac.
music related.
What type of processor would you need to actually like?
Why I say that is because everybody deals with Mac. I mean, when you go to studios, everything.
But
files
some people
and everything,
go out, bro, and they just buy a basic model. What type of specs would you need to actually put some quality music out? Like you said, as a beginner.
You need a high processor.
You know what I'm saying?
So this is what I'm so ignorant to computers until like just a little bit recently, to where I kind of started learning a little bit, and not even to like scratch the surface. But I always wonder, like, what do I need to have a fast computer? Because what I would always do, to be honest with you, is I would go get the MacBook Pro, right? And basically get the lowest version. I would cheap out and get the lowest version. Right. Well, one day I fucked up because these motherfuckers stopped making everything expandable. So I got the lowest version. I think I got like a 28 gig MacBook Pro.
And you couldn't add nothing to it.
I couldn't add shit to it, bro. I ended up having to trade the Hummy for an old ass like 2011.
That's something I didn't know about Mac, because I'm still dealing with PC. But like, really, honestly,
but it's the same thing with a PC. It's like at some point, whatever you have inside your hardware is like, it's not going to be upgradable.
They're not going to be able to let you expand it no more.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they always coming out with new shit, and it's like all the software that comes out is only going to be compatible with certain hardware.
Yeah.
So you have to get an upgraded model
Yeah.
Like every 2 years, I say you got to upgrade to a new computer or something,
Well, let me ask this. Okay, so All I want to know is the basics. So, okay, let's say a computer. You need a MacBook Pro, laptop.
Right.
What else do you need?
You're going to need an interface.
An interface?
Some of them come with Pro Tools.
Uh-huh.
So, I would suggest something like that.
What do you think would be like a quality interface?
Shit, honestly.
What would you recommend?
There's so many brands, man.
All right, I'll take
There's so
this.
many different brands.
What have you worked with? Like just
I got a little M Audio interface. That's
Okay.
It's got the Pro Tools.
I've worked with M Audio before too.
Built in.
I think that's like the most common
ones.
one that I've seen.
That or like
They're better ones, though,
or the
you know what I
Scarlets.
mean?
I've seen a lot of people with
yeah.
Scarlets. The singles.
They're better ones. I mean, but I mean,
Or the
like I
solo.
said, there's so many different brands.
We're
that,
talking
like,
about, but see, we're talking about bare
basic-
minimum, basic,
basic-
what you need.
You get you whatever you can get.
Just to
like,
make beats.
something not too cheap. But something moderate. You know what I'm saying? Something good, something sturdy, nice and sturdy,
At that point, you got to think about
Definitely
what you're
get you
trying
a
to do.
mic,
If you say you
a
want to do
mic
quality
stand.
music and you really want to make something that's going to be worth something, you got to invest in that.
Oh,
you
man,
know?
that shit
Right.
costs, fuck, that shit
Costs
costs
bread.
stupid
You
bread.
can't take
That
the
was
cheap
bread.
route all the way out if you know what you want to do with it. The investment is going to show what the return is going to be.
Yeah, you got to have you some monitors, a mic stand, maybe a pop stopper.
But that don't necessarily mean you have to pay full price for everything.
Yeah,
you
you
can
can
always
get
find a
everything.
deal on something that
Oh, you
is.
can
I'd be an
always,
offer
man.
of
Come on,
shit.
man.
Exactly. It's always people
I'm
that
buying used, bro.
Bro.
You got me. We want to trade. We can trade.
I've found so many things like that. It's just people who bought it, they changed their mind. They don't want to work on that. They don't even want to do music no more. Nothing. Now they just want to kind of get rid of it. It's still brand new. They probably used it 1 or 2 times. They wanted to do it as a hobby, and now they can't even. They don't have the time for it no more.
I would say once you get like the basics, you feel me, and everything. Like it just depends what kind of setup you got. You know what I mean, and how detailed you wanna go with your setup. But like I honestly think like if it was like a space, like something that you rented or something like that. That's when you're definitely gonna have to upgrade. To
what?
more.
You know what's one of the
So
dopest
it just
pictures I
depends.
seen? It's like it was an old ass picture of like Kanye West in his room before he made it, and
I've
it was
seen that
like a
picture.
bedroom.
I know what
you
you're
what
talking
I mean?
about.
He
I know
still
exactly
had a
what you're
gang
talking
of shit in there, though. You know what I'm
He
saying?
had a gang of shit in there, bro, and it was his bedroom. It wasn't like a studio; it was his straight up bedroom.
Yeah, but he knew how to fuck with all that.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, like we really still knew how to.
Bro, you remember,
nigga, I had an MPC.
Have y'all heard the
I
new
had an
album?
MPC back in the day.
I haven't heard it.
You haven't heard it?
No.
I heard. So I heard it. I'm not a fan. I just feel like he can't sing. Number one.
Bro, it was some times with Kanye where I was like, man, I can't even like play the whole song all the way through. I had to turn it off because I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
And this was like a period in his time where he was doing like, man, that different type of shit. Like it sounded like an
He kind
alarm
of lost
going
me
off.
at 808 and Heartbreaks.
No, I think that was the last one.
He kind of lost me right there, bro. To be completely honest with you, but I mean, other than that, I can't get with any of that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like his older music. I can, respect and be a fan of the classics of Kanye, but the direction that he went in, I'm pretty sure there's somebody out there that do like it, but
Oh, there's a lot of people that like it.
That's not
There's
something-
motherfuckers that go to that Sunday service like it's real church.
Man, I got some coworkers that went up there. They came and they was all excited coming to work. Like, yeah, man, look, show me the videos. I said, damn, y'all was really there. But
It looks a little cultish.
why would you?
It looks a little cultish.
And came
I'm not going
straight to
front.
work after. It's like we
This
work
Jim
in
Jones
Orange County, bro.
motherfucker.
Like,
It looks a little cultish.
Oh no, man.
And I think that's it's the start of something, and it's it's a way to reach the masses. Kanye is one of them people, and we hear all the stories all the time. He's kind of like a beacon for certain things and events.
That shit look like a cult.
Bro, I understand. So what
Shit look like a cult,
what
bro.
kind of agenda do you think this cult is trying to push?
I don't know, but it's a cult. I don't want no part of it, bro.
If we gonna say it's a cult, we gotta like really like
No cap.
elaborate on the cult, my nigga. Bro, I'm telling you. So
I'm talking about Kool-Aid drinking.
let's break it down. Like
face
when,
covering.
like when Martin ran away, like that type of cult.
Guns a
When
blazing.
that nigga
coat.
was Shaquille Sunflower, wasn't that nigga name? The episode of Martin, y'all remember that shit? That nigga was in the, and they had to go try to get him. I'm saying if it's some shit like that, I don't want no parts of it, bro.
That's what
I
I'm
wouldn't even want to go
saying.
see that shit. So I can represent and listen to old Kanye, bro, but this new shit, I can't get jiggy with that shit, bro.
I can't. I don't like it, bro.
You know, you gotta take that shit.
Hey, bad. Okay, so I follow Bad Luck on Instagram, bro.
Yeah,
That
well, we
motherfucker-
all follow that
motherfucker
nigga, bro.
Hilarious as shit.
I be fucking trying to share.
He had,
Stupid, bro.
he had posted something about that shit. That shit. Hold on, I wrote it down. It was so good. It said
dumb
this.
as fuck.
It said this Jesus is King album is the second worst thing to ever happen to Jesus.
Wow. It made the list.
Bro, oh man, somebody going to hell.
Yeah, a couple times and back.
But you know how Luck is. Like, that's not even
He's
the tip
wild,
of the
bro.
iceberg.
No,
That's
yeah,
the,
no.
that's the
yeah.
tip of the iceberg for
Love
bro.
I gotta listen to his podcast. He got a podcast, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that shit probably crazy.
That shit
then.
probably
They
crazy,
go
bro. That shit
ham.
probably
Them
crazy
niggas
as fuck.
Nah, one day we gonna get a collab. Watch.
Be, niggas be
I'm
having
with
shit.
it. If anybody got the Bad Luck plug, what's up?
Yeah, what's up? We gonna reach out. But
Nigga,
In
Luck
due
is
time.
funny. Luck is funny as fuck, bro.
He'll post some shit.
That nigga's relentless.
He'll
Nigga on
look.
the shit, nigga.
This is how funny he is. He'll post some shit like some funny ass shit and just put eyes as the caption.
Yeah.
just because he wants to see what you gonna say about it.
Hey, just a fun fact right here. on
and
some
then he
real
like
shit.
all the fucking funny ass comments.
Look.
I read the comments.
Yeah,
you
me
know,
too.
I'll be like that picture of Michael Jackson where he in the theater eating the popcorn for the thriller.
Yeah.
That'd be me. I'm just here for the comments, bro.
Hey, nigga.
I want to see all the shit everybody
A
talk.
fun fact I was gonna say right now, fucking my brother-in-law, man, he got a group called The Trap.
Okay.
And they was signed by Big Swing Records, which was owned by Dub C.
Yeah, I remember that.
Some years back.
Englewood.
And yeah, you feel me? They had the shit sewn up, you feel me? Like they was working with bro too, you feel me?
That's fucking dope.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what's crazy is you think about artists like that, like him, like Bang Loose, like
Remember, nigga, you had the drops from Bang.
I had the
bro.
drops from Bang Loose.
Yeah, they got a song with Luck too. They got
Yeah.
a song called
Whole
That's what I'm
Diamond
trying to
Lane.
tell you, bro. You
Everybody
been
Diamond
official.
Lane Problem.
My
Like not even
brother-in-law
that.
got a
Like
song with Luck.
it's just
Remember when Problem had that? I'm fucked up.
Yeah.
like,
bro.
nigga, we was,
These motherfuckers,
What's
so
that shit called,
they might
man?
they might not be the biggest names in the country, but I geek out if I ever meet them motherfuckers.
yeah.
On some real shit, I would geek the fuck out.
I think about just meeting them, you know, in random places. You doing a regular event, like for some people locally, and then they there. It's like,
Bro, I was DJing a mansion party one time. I think it was for New Year's, and G Malone walked in. I never met him before, and to be honest with you, he's not the biggest name in the country, but
My bad.
bro, he's not the biggest name in the country, but like I still kind of geeked out when I met the motherfucker.
yeah.
Cause I mean, like I hear you on the radio, you know what I mean, and in a lot of
Like, at
cases
that
I see
time-
you on TV.
That time that nigga was signing Cash Money, hoop banging, fucking Blue Division. You know,
Yep.
he was the man for
You
the
said
West
Glasses?
Coast reps. Glasses.
Glasses, yeah.
My niggas got a song. Look, this is the CD I'm talking about. It's called what is that shit called? It says it's block music. It's called block music. They got a song with Glasses on there.
Yeah.
Young Trey who produced for like West Side Connection. Where's Luck, man?
That was
They
like
got
classic,
Luck on this motherfucker too. Oh, it's called
classic West
Don't
Coast.
Want None. Don't Want None.
Wasn't Luck on the Belltown Grinders
He
song?
did the hook.
Belltown Grinders, bump, 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 bump. I mean that shit.
Niggas don't know. Luck used to be out here all the time in Bellflower, bro.
Oh
shit
shit!
is
I met Luck when I was working at Red Lobster as a server.
Remember that time we sat down and ate with Glasses?
Remember P Dub, my nigga P Dub, seen that nigga Crooked Eye up at Red Lobster,
I seen
bro.
him, bro.
Fucking crooked ass.
I seen him a
That
couple
shit crazy,
times.
yeah.
Nigga, that was like at a young age, bro. I love working there because so
Crooked.
many different people would come in there.
Oh man,
You
that
know,
was crazy.
Lakewood is low key like the cool spot. Like you can duck, you can hide out in Lakewood.
But at that
you could
point,
be rich and hide out in
They
Lakewood.
had shut down a lot of Red Lobsters, so it wasn't that many, you know, on the map. If you didn't come to Lakewood, you had to either go to Torrance or you had to go to Garden Grove.
Oh shit!
Or
Lakewood.
Yeah, that was it. Basically, if you look at the surrounding cities, you got to think about where you want to travel
That's
to.
the only one that's still open.
Yeah, so Inglewood hadn't been built yet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when we was working there, that was kind of still in the process. Bro, during that time, so many people would come in. It was always busy on the weekends, and you would at least every other weekend see a celebrity in some type of industry, bro. I'm talking about like rappers, fucking singers, porn stars, bro. Like I seen so many different types of people that where you see them in public and you like, man, I know you from somewhere.
Bro, let me ask you this question. Was it you that told? Okay, so no names, just situation.
Okay.
You said you worked at Red Lobster, right?
Yeah.
Was it you that said you knew somebody that you worked with that pointed at this chick and said, "Hey, yo, I smash her"? And you were like, what? And one time, me and you went in there after kicking it, and we went in there super blown, and went in the bathroom, and this big buff dude walked up to me and said, "Hey, I like your cologne." He went out there, sat down with this lady. Sat down with this lady, and you go, "That's the chick that my homeboy said he's smashing." And I look, and I realize it's somebody I know's parents. Is that you that told me that story?
I believe so. I think I remember the day.
I ain't never mentioned that shit to nobody since then,
all
bro.
that shit's playing back in my. You just like sparked my brain, bro. Like I had forgot all about that. And now I remember.
Your homeboy was smashing my homeboy's mom, bro.
But no, it was the coworker. It was the dude the server, right?
Yeah.
The server had came back out and he went to the table.
Damn, that's crazy.
He was smashing my homeboy's mom.
Because he kept coming over and he was telling us what was going on, right?
The funny part is her husband, bro, about 6'4", like 275, but of just.
But we was sitting in there eating because I wasn't working at that time. I was off.
If he would have found out, nigga, he would have destroyed you.
Yeah.
You'd have ripped that motherfucker in half, bro.
That was like an awkward moment because once he told me that, we was like, fuck, what do we say? Like, do we hype this nigga up or do we go tell? Like, what do we do? You know? Like,
I didn't have, so I forgot all about the story when I had JB on. But one time at this dude's house, the dude that we talking about, at his house, my homeboy, he threw a party. That shit was whack as fuck, right? So so I was DJing it.
Oh, fucking comes back.
And I was DJing, right? And the party was so fucking whack. I was known for doing this shit. Yeah,
I was there.
I was known for doing this shit. If the party was whack as fuck, I'd have the police called on the fucking house. And I'm dipping. I'm getting my money and I'm out, bro.
That nigga handed me the phone, bro. That nigga
a cold player.
No lie, bro. This nigga handed me the phone and said, "Here, ain't nobody coming to this motherfucker. Come on, let's go home."
He said, "I'm finna go home, nigga."
He said, "Come on, we gonna get all the homies together. We gonna go back to the house and kick it."
Man,
that shit funny. Was terrible.
And my nigga got paid.
She had like this motherfucker had like 40-year-old bitches there, bro. We just fresh out of high school. This motherfucker got 40-year-old bitches, the kind that do meth, you know what I mean, and still kick it with teenagers.
No.
But it was only like a handful, so it wasn't even like a party. So we had maybe like 2 cars full of homies that came with us, you know, that was coming for the party too. But we looked around like, man, it's only us here. We could have did this shit at the house. Hell
yeah, and we did. Summer of 07, homie.
That's
I'll forever remember that shit.
That's fucking weird, bro.
We learned a lot that year.
Summer of 07.
You said you'll call the cops on the party, nigga?
I call the cops on my own party. I'm not whatever I'm DJing. I give money.
Is funny.
I give the homie money. Here, bro. Dub, go call the police for your boy. They be there. I've had JB do it before. I've had you do it before.
Hey, nah. This nigga looked at me, pulled out the phone and said, "Hey, bro, it's about that time." Just like that. And I said, "Okay, I already knew what it was."
If that shit was whack, bro, I'm getting the fuck out of there. I don't want to be there. You done paid me to be there till 2, bro?
Yeah, nigga. I could do better things with my night, nigga. We can kick it at the house, nigga. He wanted to be comfortable, nigga. At least I'm at home. I don't got to worry about going nowhere.
I was ruthless. I do that shit on your I do that shit on your Sweet 16 if that shit was whack.
Hell yeah.
fresh ass Sweet 16. This motherfuckers is being too loud. I'm trying to go to sleep. It's over, bro. I'm calling the police. We're going to shut this shit down right now. Get my money and I'm out.
Yeah, over the years, man, we had quite a few moments like that. I'm not going to say a lot, but I'm going to say quite a few, you know?
I remember
crazy,
when
bro.
Cam used to be a promoter. When he first started being a promoter and he first started doing clubs, not the party knockers, but the clubs.
You talking about after high school?
Talking about after high school, when he first started fucking with like Legend and stuff like that.
Nah, before that, bro, I'm gonna tell you, the first club I ever did was we called it Club Pleasure. That's what we called it on the flyer. But you know, we used to take spots. It'd be a bar and grill, whatever, and we throw our own shit on.
Always
it.
a bar and
But
grill.
I'm gonna tell you where this spot was. Now it's I think kind of like how they turn the hop, into the all fucking
What is that place?
It's like Banda and fucking
It's a paisa place.
Yeah, but that's what it is.
I can say it. It's a paisa place.
It's the same type of club now, but back then, bro, it was a sports bar, and man, I forgot the club 480 or some shit like that. I don't know. It was off the 91 in Orange County.
We was pretty crafty with those club names.
Yeah,
Shit,
and it was right next to a hotel. So as soon as it's right off the freeway. So as soon as you leave, you pull out the parking lot, you jumping on the freeway. Mm-hmm. That's why that place was so legit. We did that with man, I think Mike Smooth was the DJ right there, and NIC. Mm-hmm. Nick, you remember? I don't know if I ever introduced you to him, but I did a couple things with him. He was real cool. He was on the fucking like a tour with Missy Elliott and shit like that. I don't know. Maybe we can get him to one day. Try to put that together. But these is people, like I said, like a fucking PJ Butter type. You know, they kind of been around and actually got a big resume. So, bro, back then we do a little hole in the wall spots like that. We get to the point where we actually starting to get Legend, bro. Like at that point, we kind of fell off. We did a couple weeks right there, Club Pleasure, and I lost contact. This was before I really got with King Entertainment, the whole group and all that. I had a dude that I met named Jarrell. He went to Inglewood High, bro. I met this nigga outside of a club in Brea. I used to go to every Thursday with my fucking coworkers from Sears.
Oh shit.
I used to take my clothes and fucking leave after work, bro, and we would all fucking go out there
I remember
together.
those days
They
when you
put me
leave
up
right
on
after
that
work,
shit,
go
bro.
straight to the club.
And
Look,
this
I get off at 9. I'm gonna change in the bathroom over here at work, and then I'm gonna be on my way.
Bro, the promoter right there would stand at the door and fucking like, be on some boss type shit.
Yeah.
Just like not budging. I'm seeing all these other people going to the other line. I'm not hip to nothing. This is my first like really, I don't know, man.
Your
like
first club experience.
My first experience, not necessarily, but the first time where I'm seeing all this shit happening. So I'm like, damn, man, why is they all just walking in and they don't have to stand in this fucking line? How can I do this shit?
Yeah.
He was like, them the promoters. I'm like, well, shit, how can I promote? That's all I was thinking about in the beginning. How can I just get in free?
Yeah.
It wasn't like, man, I just want to get in. I'm just like, how can I get in and not paying fucking out there waiting in the line like the rest of them? I didn't know motherfuckers can make money by having guest lists and all this shit yet.
Yeah. He's like, I'm just trying to get in the club for free.
So I'm enjoying the couple weeks of going there. Every Thursday, my coworkers wanted to do that shit. I'm dealing with a different crowd. I found something that was fun to do. It was like, shit, let's go out. I had my little car at the time. I said I could get out.
My nigga was a promoter back in the day. A lot of niggas seem to forget that.
But
I don't.
I'm telling you how basically
I know
that
you
shit
don't.
even
That's how I made my
happened for
money.
me, nigga. Like it was so random. Like I was just going out to the club like a regular person. We talked about it a couple times before, but it got to that point to where I said, "Fuck, man, I want to promote somebody's shit just so I can get in." Now I see a group of kids that's probably like my age. I say kids because we had just graduated high school.
Yeah.
And we still young at that time, not really educated on the things that we want to do. And bro, this dude out there stopped. He was handing me a flyer, and I said, "Man, how can I promote?" He was like, "Shit, man, take my number down, take a stack of flyers right here, and call me in like 2 days."
Damn. Like that?
And just because I fucking reached out, I spoke up, I said something.
Look, that's all it took to be a promoter back in the day.
But
was just to reach out and come out.
You got to think about the type of events too. These is some cats that went to Cal State Fullerton that I didn't know nothing about. I was at Cal State Long Beach at the time. And I hadn't really branched out and did nothing like that, but I see this as an opportunity and I'm like, fuck, they about to put me on. I can get in free. All I got to do is just get all the homies to come to the club.
And that you did.
All the homies want to party. And after a while, I became known that as that person. Like, you know where it's at all the time. Like people will reach out. I get random fucking comments and messages from people on Facebook and shit back then, because that's what it was at the time. And they'll be like, "Oh man, where the party at this weekend?" I'd be like, "Man, are you really gonna come?"
Do you know how good it used to feel to be the man to give them the info and be like, "Oh yeah, I'll be here tonight."
Yeah, but then, in the beginning, it was cool because now it feel good, like everybody reaching out. But then it gets to the point to where you start making money now. You got a couple people and these promoters start getting crafty, especially the ones that was like janky. They tell you, oh man, you got to have at least 5 or more or 10 or more show up on your guest list in order for you to get paid. And everybody got to pay full price. If you got people coming in and you trying to say, oh, let them in free, that don't get counted as a person. So how they going to pay you out for somebody that just walked in for free? They didn't make no money off of that.
Right.
So, you think about shit like that. But back then, we looking at it like, man, well, fuck y'all don't want to pay me.
That's grown up as fuck for you to think that way now, though.
I had a lot of nights like that, bro, because I did that shit every week. Like for fucking 3 or 4 days out of the week, I was at the club because we was always doing something different. If we wasn't throwing an event, we was out promoting at an event.
Yeah.
You feel me? We was out trying to like promote our shit that was coming out.
Getting into fights with other fucking promoters.
Hey, what's up, nigga? Don't promote on my block.
Hey, it used to be some real gang shit, homie. That shit used to be crazy.
Because when you get into the world like that,
I'm talking about car windows getting broken and everything.
I'm gonna see your ass out here on
when you
Tuesday,
get into the world like that, you notice the circle is real
Fridays,
small.
Nigga, you know I be seeing you. I know what clubs you be at, nigga.
Think about the culture, bro. The circle of everything that you do is real small. We talked about this about music before. Music is because you go to certain studios in Hollywood and shit like that, and it'd be the same ones where somebody else just recorded at, or somebody coming in for a session after. It's like people utilize the same resources because that's what's working. The circle stays small like that. So when you look at the club scene back then, that's what it was too. Everybody was trying to take each other's spots and shit. Niggas would get mad when somebody else would book it like the week after.
Oh, bro, look, I got here, TB. I've been upstairs DJing on a balcony before.
Yeah.
And I've had promoters from other promotion companies come out and just stand there behind me and watch like the crowd and shit like that. And I would always have like, there would always be like somebody important behind me, right?
Yeah.
Like the club owner, the club manager, whatever. And he'd be in that motherfucker's ear. So look, see, man, that shit don't happen at my event.
Yeah.
And there'd be like a fight or something.
They be trying to downplay you.
That shit don't happen at my event. That shit don't ever happen at my event. And they's like, bro, the sneakiest motherfuckers be out there and they trying to hop up on your spot because they know that you get a good ass deal there. By the way, what would be the basic deal? Because I know that I would always hear y'all talk about the bar. Like, what is the deal, the business? Like, what?
It depends on the type of event you have, bro. Like, if we went to Hollywood, it'd be like a fucking $1,500 bar minimum or something like that, depending on what the max capacity was. Like the amount of, if it was a spot that only held like 300 people, you can't ask for that much on the bar, bro. Yeah, they drinks is already fucking $15 and up. But, you can't like really tax like that when it's a college event and we haven't even had the chance to promote a weekly. It's a one-off event, like, or something like that. Once we started weeklies, remember when we did that and you was there every week? It was like, now you got a chance to build it up. We got a chance to say, all right, let's make it happen the first time. People that's here already is going to get the word out. Now next week we're going to grow a little more.
Hey, that shit used to crack.
Then we make some money that week. Now we say, all right, we got enough money put to the side to where we could book an artist or a fucking host or something.
Let me ask you something. So we had a weekly at Cinespace in Hollywood. And that shit was cracking. Every Thursday night, it was college night.
Me, you, and
but that was somebody giving us a chance, bro, that put us on.
But let me ask you this. How did that end? What happened? Because I just remember
it was a lot of things that played out within that situation, bro, that you probably didn't
I don't know
even
nothing
hear about.
That's why I'm asking.
Remember before that, we was 3 fucking teams all put together. But in order for that deal to happen, somebody had to get cut out. Yeah. So we lost a whole team of promoters. And you remember, I know you remember who that other team was. I don't know if we should like
go ahead. It happened.
It was the Money Tall. Remember that was like,
Sammy, right?
No, that Sammy was Top Notch.
Top Notch.
But
Top Notch was there though, right?
The crew that was at El Camino at the time.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? That was a whole nother crowd because we was doing all the little small spots before that.
Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about now. Yeah.
we had 3 different groups that was coming together, and we was selling shit out when we was doing a step show after parties and all that shit, bro. Like we was
in random cities, like Maywood.
We used to show up to fucking like meetings, bro, with other people, and then they would look at all of us together, and they'd be like, "Man, what the fuck?" And we had a resume of shit like within a fucking year span that we sold out. Every spot that we did, we fucking, we made it pop, and it wasn't no shit. But then we started losing spots. We couldn't go back and get them again because it'd be these fucking sneaky niggas that'll go in and they'll show up at our events and find a way to
they would set up fights, everything.
But not even just that, they'll try to pull the owner to the side and try to set up their own little deal. And I'm real appreciative for all the people that have reached out. It's been a couple people who just put a spot together and they wanted an equal cut. But it's just like, man, you ain't even brought nobody, it's like we brought all the people, we fucking sold all the liquor. It's like, you set up the deal, but I don't feel right giving you an equal amount of money when we had to go out and do all the footwork. And it's like, it's like, I understand, like, all right, take like a 20% so we can split the rest, because we still got to pay everybody out. Remember, bro, it's like, we all factor all that into the budget at the end of the night. It's like, we got the DJ, we got to hire security because they only gonna have so many that's there at the club, but they ain't gonna do shit because it'd be like fucking, they don't want it'd be a husband and wife that they rented for the night to come out and help out. It'd be like, it's not no shit, because the type of events we threw, and it was like, it's gonna be popping to the point to where somebody's gonna.
Do you remember that first New Year's we did this in the space, past capacity? Like police was coming in that motherfucker trying to shut it down.
A lot back in the
day.
We
did a lot. We did a show concert at Center Space.
I know. Me, you, and Keys. I was just saying that.
Panties drop. Classics, bro.
I'm going. You know what? I'm going to play that at the end of this track. At the end of this podcast. This to be real with you.
You got that song?
Do I have it? Man,
you should play TB's verse.
That shit is funny.
You should play TB's.
That shit is funny. I haven't heard that shit for so long. I think I put that on one of the albums.
Yeah, it was on your man. Don't tell me. Fuck. Yeah, it was on there.
Yeah.
On which one?
Jack of all trades.
Oh, okay.
TB got a catalog, bro. I be trying to tell niggas. See, TB has a fucking timeline to show that he hasn't just started rapping. He hasn't just started making beats. He hasn't just started fucking doing shows. It's like you can go back and look through all his fucking credits, bro, and all that shit is there. I look at the type of artist that he is. It's like, man, why hasn't this nigga gotten a fucking deal? Look, here you go.
Damn, that shit is crazy.
I remember back in the day, bro, we used to get fan videos, nigga, for this shit. Motherfuckers dancing in the bedroom.
I'm gonna play it.
You did the verse at my shit.
I record. The one we did with you, but then
I'm gonna play it at the end.
Keys recorded it again when he did it for his mixtape, and he put that nigga Clay on there. That nigga.
That's around the time when I met you. When we was recording, that's when we was recording at the house.
I brought TB to your house and recorded when we was fucking. Nigga. We did the
summer of 07.
Yeah, we did a little diss track. We was working on. TB was like, man, I don't even know them niggas, but I want to get on the track with y'all niggas. Let's do it.
Yeah. You sure did get on the diss track with us.
He said, man, I don't even know them niggas, but I'm about to fuck with the
I've known you for a minute, bro. I ain't even realized.
Hey, 07, that was the time. That's what
07, bro. Shit. That's when we was kicking it with Trey hard.
Yep.
Damn. Shout out to
Everybody.
Trey, man. He out there in the fucking corner over there. He didn't want to get on the podcast. He was scared. He want to be incognito. But yeah, shit, bro. That's fucking crazy how long
we've been having fun, bro. Like I said,
had a long ride, bro.
You look at that shit back then, we used to dream about the type of shit that we're able, and not even just able, but the things we have done up until this point. It's like, bro, back then, you wouldn't think about that shit happening like in that moment. You've been fucking, bro, at big ass arenas and shit. You know what I'm saying? You think about it. And it may be 1 or 2 times where you say, okay, man, yeah, I just walked in there and I was there. But it's like, bro, you made it to that stage where you're there seeing somebody.
Let me tell you something that happened to me a couple years ago that like really fucked my head up. So shout out to my homie, the homie Big Mike.
Okay.
He gave me the opportunity, bro, to DJ at a dance competition, but like an international dance competition,
like the ones, where you get,
at the Honda Center, bro.
Shit, shout out to the Honda Center.
Shout out to the Honda Center.
I used to work there for like 2 days,
bro. I've never felt that way in my life. Like an arena, bro. I DJ'd at an arena.
Yeah, bro.
Like
I'm telling you.
my turntables,
Yeah,
my
that's big.
mixer,
Think about it, bro. They have
were
full-
plugged into
That's
these
fucking
arena
big.
speakers,
Yeah,
bro.
I've seen that shit firsthand.
But
I've seen how
Punch,
big that is, bro.
I mean, I know you've done countless of events,
But
man,
think about
at
where
this
you gotta
time,
show
know
up
what
and
I'm
you
saying?
gotta fucking hook up your own speakers, nigga. Like you hooking up your own shit. And
The observatory.
yeah, you think about that, bro, and it be super.
Oh,
No, I could imagine.
I have the most
seen
embarrassing
this
story at the observatory, bro. So, as my first time ever DJing there, I was opening up. We were doing an opening up set with what's his name, Antonio. I forgot his last name, but he's a dope ass rapper, right?
Okay.
They had found me or whatever, and then I was like, "Fuck it, I'll do it with you."
Yeah,
So,
but that's
yeah, no, bro.
somebody reaching out.
So I slid, I did it, whatever. We was rehearsing, got there. The house DJ was DJing. He was doing his thing, getting the crowd all hype. And it was, my turn to get up to connect my shit. Well, when, on some DJ shit, you only got about a millisecond to pull that USB out and plug it into the next laptop
Right.
and get that bitch going.
Yeah, that
'Cause you
transition
don't want-
gotta be like time
that transition
perfect.
gotta be pretty good, right? This motherfucker turned around and go, "All right, you ready?" It's loud as fuck. That shit's packed, bro. We was opening up for Tory Lanez. Fucking
Oh, wow.
stupid packed, bro.
Oh my god.
He turned around, he go, "Hey, you ready?" I'm like, "Nah." This motherfucker pulls it out, poof, dead ass silence.
Wow.
Turns around, hands it to me. I'm sitting there. I just opened my laptop. The most embarrassing shit, dead ass silence. All you see is my laptop light turn on, and that shit, and it's so quiet that everybody heard my laptop go when it turned on, bro.
What the fuck, nigga?
Everybody
Hold
was,
on.
bro. Everybody was talking about
Who pulled out the cord though?
the other DJ, the house
Nah,
DJ.
bro. I remember back to the times
Wow,
where
he did that
motherfuckers
on purpose.
be
Bro.
trying to fucking dance on the
He-
table.
no,
They
Bro,
be
it
bumping
was
the table.
dead
bro.
ass silent, bro. And I'm
why the
sitting there
fuck would
looking,
he-
bro.
bro,
I'm
why
sitting
would
there
he
look-
do that?
I look
Come on,
stupid
for
as
real.
fuck,
Think.
Bro.
Exactly.
I'm holding a laptop
But-
up. The light is shining on my face, so everybody
That's
can
a
see my
moment.
fucking face.
You couldn't control
this,
that.
This is how embarrassing it was. This is how specific I got in that moment. I saw each
That
and
nigga
every
did
face.
that on purpose. He
There
was
was
a
a-
house DJ. There
Bro,
you go. He
there was
explains
a there was a bitch hanging
nigga
over the
wanted his fucking seat
barricade.
back.
Listen. This is how vividly I remember that. There was a bitch
He was
hanging
like,
over.
"Fuck this other
Bro,
DJ."
there was a bitch hanging over the barricade like this, with her chin on the barricade. The most quiet. So is you gonna play music or what?
Wow.
Like nobody wanted to get on the mic.
bitch, it's not my fault. It's this
Nothing.
They
nigga
like,
fault.
we want to dance.
Some real shit.
Hey,
I finally got the music going, got that shit cracking. It was popping, but
Man, we
still,
done had times where
man.
people yelling in the crowd, change that shit.
Oh man,
Bro, I remember the growth, bro. Like the times where you like, all right, I guess I ain't gonna play that shit no more.
I bombed. I bombed before, plenty
Sometimes
of times.
this nigga done left me with the shit like, here, man, go ahead, fuck it.
There's times where I've given up. I'm like, here, Cam.
Nigga,
I'm
I
out,
freeze
bro.
Did
up.
some bad shows.
I be like, fuck it, man. I'm gonna just put on one of this
Did
nigga
some
pre-made
fucked up
mixes
shit.
and nigga let it run till the night run out.
I mean, 90s R&B.
Yeah, man, I done some fucked up shit.
You know what I
for
always thought in
sure.
my head? I was always like, okay, as long as you get to 1:30 in the morning, you can coast the rest of the way because you probably only got 3-4 songs before they start shutting the shit down.
Or
Anyways,
play down for my niggas.
no, I'm not playing that. This is a good night, right? So I'm like, okay, get to 1:30.
Or you
Soon
play
as I-
it's time to go then, right?
No.
Too short.
As soon as I get to 1:30, I start playing the Neo, the slow shit.
But shit that's gonna fade you out.
Yeah, yeah.
All the little
Not
two-step
gonna lie,
songs.
a little Pretty Ricky, a little grinding music. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm finna turn this into and I would always say it, I'm about to turn this bitch into a house party.
Everybody get ready to
Everybody get ready.
Get nasty though so they can
Yeah.
make their last moves to go home.
Pretty Ricky, Neo, what's that song? Mirror, fucking Genuine Pony, bro. It went down.
Punch was up there, setting
He
everybody
talking
up.
about his whole. He
Hell
winding
yeah, bro.
down
Because
shit.
I was like, all right, cool. I already got that set list. I already know what I'm
winding it
playing.
down.
Exactly. Now it ended like that,
like,
bro.
oh yeah, it's time to go home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I would hit it's time to go as soon as they turn the lights on. Gotta let these motherfuckers know. In
It's
a club
time
though,
to go.
I was always
Doom,
surprised
doom,
that I
doom.
was playing this ratchet ass music in a Hollywood club.
Nigga, Punch, you had a fucking cold ass playlist back then, nigga. You had that ass cheeks on the white tee. Who was the
Ass
fucking
cheeks
artist on that
on
song?
my white tee.
I never knew.
Yin Yang Twins.
Nah, that wasn't them, nigga. That was somebody else, bro. It was not them.
Da, da, da.
That was not the Yin Yang Twins, bro. It was somebody else. I never knew to this day, and it was a lot of songs like that would come out randomly, especially during that Jerk era. If you're like, man, who the fuck is the artist?
I remember the first time I played the New Boys. You know who put me onto that? Shout out to DJ Major League. His name was DJ Nerd at the time.
Yeah.
He pulled up to me. He goes, "Hey, bro, here, I'm finna give you this music. Just play it here. Don't give it to nobody."
He was real big in that shit, bro.
He gave me the New Boys, and he gave me Cat Daddy.
Look,
Before that shit ever came out anywhere, he was like, "Here, push it." We was pushing that shit hard in Hollywood, bro.
But he was their DJ.
Yeah, he was their DJ.
He was the DJ for the Rejects.
But he was on the New Boy shit like
he
early
was
too.
the originator, bro, of that dance. I don't know if
The Cat
anybody
Daddy.
ever knew that. DJ Nerd, Major League, he was the creator of
They
the
say
Cat
his
Daddy
name,
dance.
Sam.
Yeah,
King of this shit.
Hey,
That's
bro,
him.
Yeah.
To keep it real, that nigga, was the Cat Daddy? What was bro's name?
Rejects?
Yeah, bro's name.
Which
With
one?
the locks.
The one that,
name.
yeah, bro, that's.
I know who you're
His
talking about, the
name,
light skinned dude.
It's on the fucking tip of my tongue.
Yeah, but he ended up getting with Extendo Gang.
The Extendo
He
Gang.
created Extendo
Right.
Gang, with Ness.
That's
Shout out to
Bounce.
Finesse,
Bounce
from the Rejects.
Bounce.
There you go.
Yeah, that's
There you
him.
go.
Yeah,
Bounce.
but
That's what I mean.
Bounce, he's in the
We had him
Extendo
come
Gang
out to
now.
we had them come out to the can, remember?
Yeah. But bro, Ness, that's kind of long time too. He went to Bellflower where he used to stay in the Sherwoods, bro. When we was in middle school, when we was in 7th grade, he was in the 8th grade. Then he ended up moving out and went to North Long Beach. But I ran into him in Hollywood one time randomly at a showcase. I think I was with Keys. And we ran into each other all over again, bro. And I was just like, damn, bro, I had never
Young's producer, 89, got plaques for fucking the New Boy shit.
Yeah, bro, but
Yeah,
think
I was
about
just- I
all
was just
that,
over
all
there.
that, all
I was
that.
What
just
happened
over
to
there the other day,
Jayhawk?
and I seen the plaques like
What
with my
happened
own
to
eyes.
Jayhawk? You knew that shit was finna crack if you heard Jayhawk
Yeah, you knew it was
production.
official. You knew it was
You
official.
knew that shit was finna be dope. What happened to Jayhawk?
Bro, what do you think was some of the top groups at that time of like the Jerk?
So it was New Boys.
You had the
Rejects.
female groups. You had like Pink Dollars. Remember them?
Okay, so look. I don't want to listen. I'm gonna say this right
I'm
now.
turned
Listen.
up.
I don't want to hear.
Tasty.
Listen.
Remember that?
Hold on. Peep game. I don't want to. I'm gonna say this right now. I don't want to hear no shit about no City Girls. I don't want to hear no shit about nothing the Stallion. Nothing.
Yeah.
Pink Dollars
Was hard. It was hard.
was the originator of that type of rap.
Yeah.
That's all
Oh,
I'm
me.
gonna say it once, and that's it.
Yep.
Oh me.
Pink Dollars. And who else was it?
I
need that. I need that. Remember that shit?
That was the Vixens,
The
bro.
Vixens.
they was.
They would even
was,
say
nigga.
they would even say period. The way these bitches are saying period right now,
Yeah.
bro.
Period.
I'm telling you,
Period.
Nigga, that's
that's all I heard when I heard City Girls. I was like, oh, Pink
Man.
Dollars, all right.
I'm
No,
gonna tell you, bro.
Miami.
My first introduction to like that Jerk era was the Rangers. I don't know if you ever.
Yeah, I remember the Rangers and Audio Push. I remember
I remember
Audio
that.
Push too. The
So,
Push.
I was always like downloading music, bro. I fucking nowadays you can't even say nothing no more. Everybody do that shit. But back then I was real big on the LimeWire and all that shit. So that's what we was using. I'm downloading these tracks, bro, and sometimes it take fucking 20, 30 minutes to download because the internet ain't what it is today.
Yeah.
But when you get a fucking track and you hear it, it's like all Jerk songs. Sometimes you don't even know, it be random titles and shit. You just searching Jerk music and all this different shit pop up. Sometimes you get a good one, you just have a title, but you gotta fucking do all this other research to find out the artist. This was a lot of music that I would get put up on from the Rangers videos back then.
The New Boys is hard. Damn, who else was? Damn, from the
Remember the dudes from the Bay?
Cold Flames.
Yeah, them niggas from Long Beach.
Pack was
AV
cool.
was hard.
remember the
LMKR
Pack?
was hard.
AV, yeah.
AV
but
was
they
cool.
created a whole
Compton AV.
movement, bro.
I
Yeah.
produced
You
for
know,
You did
Compton
that.
AV.
Yeah.
They changed entertainment in
We did
LA.
that.
You know what made me a little mad?
We did that. I'm on.
Yeah, you know what made me a
You
little
produced
mad?
the track,
My
bro.
name
Yeah.
wasn't on that song. He named every DJ off, and I was like, oh.
I'm on. Tell
I didn't
Goofy
get
spin my
nothing.
shit. I'm on. Tell Looney spin my shit. Hey.
That shit was dope.
Turn. He said, "What's that? Turn
Bro.
down." Something. Nah, never.
But at that point, we was like, fuck it, nigga. We gonna get to the point to where, nigga, that he is gonna say your name. Because it was one night I was in Hollywood Hookah, bro, and his DJ at the time, Turf, man, he fucking
Yeah.
came up to me like, hey, bro,
Turf got some shit coming
and
out,
I'm
too.
thinking like, man, I know who you are, but I didn't really think
Turf
you
got
knew
some
me
more
like
shit
that.
coming
Nigga,
out. Like,
the nigga
soon.
came
I
and
just seen
approached
that
me
shit on
and
the
fucking,
motherfucking IG.
and I felt like, okay, well, maybe, I should feel a little better and, like not really like sit
Little
here and act all
confidence.
this. Yeah, it's like, Bro, I didn't take it that serious at that time.
You know, this is the best feeling I ever got when that, like in that type of situation, is DJ Quick walked up to me and said, "What's up, Punch?"
Nigga.
You know who else walked up to me and did that?
That's love, bro.
You know who else did that shit to me? Steve LaBelle.
Oh my God.
Bro, those two motherfuckers walked up to me.
Even if they read your name somewhere
no
there.
introduction, nothing. What up, Punch?
That's
Steve
recognition,
LaBelle through
bro.
Big Mike, and then DJ Quick through Big Mike too.
But that shit out there, bro, that radio show you was doing, that shit
hard.
Stay Ready Radio, yeah.
DJ Quick, that's hard.
That shit did a lot because just by you starting to do that, it opened a lot of doors for you to do other things for them.
Yeah.
You know,
I had the best episode on that show that I used to DJ on Stay Ready Radio. Shout out to Big Mike. Is we had High C, DJ Quick, we had Battle Cat.
my nigga.
We had
you talking all legends.
we had D Cat, and we had Trey D. All on one episode, bro.
Oh my
Trey D
God.
is
I'm
hard.
DJing in front of these motherfuckers, bro.
bro. That's
Yeah,
what
Trey D is hard as
And
fuck.
I'm showing out. I don't give a fuck. We can go back to that
Yeah,
episode.
I know,
I'm showing
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Can I
you
make an
got to.
opinion right now just because you said Trey D?
You know,
Yeah.
That nigga's one of the hardest fucking rappers on the West
Oh,
Coast.
hell yeah.
nigga, he hard. OG nigga.
Nigga.
Bro, I got a picture with me
Putting
and
it
all
down.
them, bro.
Let that nigga
Dog
fucking
pound
spit
and all
right
that
now,
shit
nigga,
is
and that
hard.
nigga give you bars, nigga.
That nigga, nigga spitting, bro. Woo, that
And
nigga
then you gotta
had
sit
bars.
up and fucking catch every single line. It's like you, nigga,
Yeah,
you will
bro
not
had
fucking
bars.
want to breathe until the nigga done rapping, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bro,
I
that
got
was
some
one of the
shit.
best nights.
I got some shit in the phone right now. Some East Siders, nigga.
Yeah.
I got some East Siders with some
On standby,
with that nigga on some
homie.
shit.
Man, I wish this nigga would
Bro.
just do some weekly shit and just put out some music, bro. We need some music, bro. Put out some verses.
He
bro.
just
We
put
need to
out some
hear-
music,
We
I
need to
think.
hear some more.
I think he
Nigga,
just put out some
give
music.
it to us
That's
'cause
why.
we
That's why
hungry
I
for it.
love Crooked Eye at one time. Crooked Eye was
Nigga,
that
the
nigga
hip hop
from Long
weekly,
Beach.
bro. We
Them
used to
Long
sit
Beach
up
niggas.
every week, bro.
Them niggas is putting in work.
Let me ask you a
nigga.
question. Like, speaking of like anticipation,
Yeah.
I was thinking about mixtapes and shit like that. You remember when you
That was
used to
heavy.
sit there and wait for a mixtape? What was one of the biggest mixtapes that dropped and you felt like the impact? Not that you liked the music, but that everybody was talking about it or everybody was waiting for it.
I think
Like it was more
probably
than an album.
Weezy had to be one of
either
them.
Wayne or Drake
Yeah,
or
for
J.
sure.
Cole
You know what had
because
me?
it was
Wayne
mixtapes
or
or
No.
Kendrick.
No, I'm gonna say this right now. And this is when Twitter started popping off.
I'm saying in
And
my
this-
era, yeah. It
No,
was like
listen,
Wayne
and this
or,
is you guys are gonna understand exactly because you guys are slipping right now.
Okay, all right.
Do y'all
I
remember?
like Fab too, though.
Listen,
back in the
hold
day.
on. Do y'all remember when Kush and OJ dropped?
Wiz shit was
That
hard.
was like
that Cabin Fever
that was like
tight.
one of the
Bro.
biggest.
Well, how you going?
That's when he had me as a fan, bro.
Did you give us two? You said two people.
No, I'm saying, like, I
He said-
remember
he's
when
saying
that dropped.
He's saying that was probably the biggest one.
Oh,
during
wait, or
that
which
I
one?
remember.
Yeah, how can you only give us one though? Yeah, you know.
No,
what
but I'm saying
bro.
like that's when
But I
I
remember that
realized like
impact,
this
bro.
mixtape shit
Wizzy
is.
was really on his.
But that was
mixtape
that
shit,
year
though,
too,
back
bro.
in the
That
day.
was 07, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah,
Weezy was on his mixtape shit back in the day, like super hard.
I remember before that drop, bro, I had just saw Wiz live in Pomona at the Glass House. He was doing his shit from what was it? This Plane, like the man, what mixtape was that? Not Star Power, Flight School. He was doing Flight School, and this was all fucking hosted by who did that shit, bro? Who was the hip hop?
I think I know who you're talking about.
DJ Ill Will
Was it
was
DJ
doing all that
Ill
shit.
Will?
Yeah,
Ill Will?
but this
Okay.
is when he was
Oh,
doing
I
all the
thought you
Johnny
was talking
Giuliano
Johnny
beats.
Giuliano beats.
Yeah,
That's what
fucking
I
he
was
had
talking about.
Sledrin and fucking Cardo
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you know, these was all his producers at that point. Taylor Gang, bro.
Currency, the hospital.
These niggas now is fucking doing shit for all kind of. It's like he kind of created a whole new lane, bro. Like I saw myself start changing with the type of music that I was putting out through my thought process, bro. Because if you look back through my shit, if you start looking at my, I was like, nigga, that was like kind of what I was into at the time. It was like, bro, the whole marijuana fucking movement. It was the, you know, everybody enjoying themselves, having a good time and representing whatever the
that's
fuck you
another
feel
thing.
like you
I
do.
remember that's when the marijuana movement like really pushed. That's when you weren't a
Drake was
hippie
killing
if
that
you
shit
wore
though,
a
too,
weed
though. I
shirt.
can't lie.
Yep.
Because until then, if you wore a weed shirt, you was some type of like a hippie or
Or
something.
people look at you sideways.
but
when you-
but that shit became
you got red eyes
cool
when you
as
walk
fuck.
around. People look at you crazy. You feel me?
Yeah. That shit became way more acceptable too.
But nowadays, man, you look at it and it's like it's so open. It's like it's so accepted. It's like you look at somebody and they just smile at you. You know, they look back. So I look at it now, bro. We gotta take it for what it's worth. That whole fucking movement changed our culture that we represent.
Yeah, bro. I'll holler at you. It's real, bro. It's live.
Man, you
real
know what it
podcast.
is.
What you talking about?
Well,
I don't know when
nigga be trying to stay in character. Nigga.
I don't know when I'm gonna say my boy again.
Yeah.
This ain't no character, bro. This real life. This is how we talking.
Recorder. That ain't gonna be here today. Next time we record, nigga.
I'm trying to get him on. That's the real thing.
That's what I'm saying, man. We need.
I need to hear some experiences.
Bring up some memories.
Shit, we used to have a good ass time. We used to go. What
Nigga,
was
cars
that?
used to break down and shit. Nigga, we be stranded.
Shit. All right, bro. That shit used to be wild, bro. I remember when we would go to Stanton. What was that club in Stanton?
All Stars.
All Stars.
Yep.
We used to go to that.
That's where we used to have glasses. And when
Stanton,
Problem first
where
dropped
at?
his single, nigga, All Stars, the one where you got drunk and passed out at it, and yeah, I'm not even gonna get into that, but yeah, you know, at that point, nigga, the club had an incident and we had to shut it down for the night.
Y'all had DJ Khaled, didn't you?
DJ Khaled, bro, and we
had
had DJ Head.
That was Stanton?
Stanton, yeah, that little ass city.
And fucking like by the beach?
Right off the 22 Beach Boulevard.
Down the street from Knott's Berry Farm.
Right now, it's the new DMV they just built. It's across the street from there, but it's some little spot now. I don't know. It went through so many owners since then. But
that spot was little.
The building's still there. It's something else. It's right next to a little pool supply store, bro.
Leslie's Pool Supply.
Yeah, but we used to pack that shit out. Motherfuckers would be in there sweating.
Yeah. That is some things. Y'all would put motherfuckers in some weird ass positions as far as like how we gonna fill this area.
Bro, remember the Dragon House? How the setup used to be in there?
Yeah.
When we did you do the blackout party with us? We had Gigi Sweet. Didn't you DJ that night?
No, I didn't DJ. I never DJ'd with her, but she's the first person that I went in and saw live and was like, oh, females is doing this shit.
Bro, but it's people that I've heard on the radio, like classic like that I was like, man, they doing our club. You know, like when I started seeing things like that, I said, okay, man, this shit is like official, you know? That's when I started like noticing I'm making an impact and people started recognizing me at different events I would show up to.
My shit.
Because it's the circle.
Charisma doing her thing too.
It's the circle, bro. You know, it's like you start going to these same different places. It's, you know, you DJing events, you're going to run into all the same DJs, all different places, you know? It may take a couple weeks or whatever, but you start getting booked at different places.
Bro, Gigi Sweet's a core DJ.
I know.
I don't know if y'all know what the significance of being.
Too.
Yeah, I don't know if you know what the significance of being a core
that's
DJ
a lot
is.
of man.
And Mike
That's a lot of
Smooth, that's somebody that
DJs.
Mike Smooth, shout out to Mike Smooth, man.
I've
I've opened up for him before. He's given me a few opportunities.
Bro,
before.
he's gave me opportunities, promoters. Even the same spot where I told you I started at. He gave me an opportunity to go back there and promote with him after it had changed to something else. He did his own event there, and he brought me in just as a promoter.
Yeah,
like, bro, I fuck with you. Like, come on. Come kick it.
Let's go get this money.
Yeah. And it's been multiple times. Sometimes it'd be an NBA All-Star weekend when that shit was out here in LA, bro. He did, bro, always kind of reached out and made sure that, you know, you niggas included. Because I feel like once you start building those connections with people and they see you about your work and your business, bro, that's why I always tell people, do what you love. Because when you're doing it and people see you happy that you're doing it and you actually having a good time, they like, damn, you really like what you do. And
it's a positive energy you put out.
They gonna want to work with you.
Attract people.
When you look mad and shit and like you say, yeah, this is what I do, but man, fuck this shit. It's like, yeah, they don't want to like deal with your business, bro, because they like, man, when I'm gonna get my business done, or it's like they already see the red flags, so they tend to stay away. If they see you happy, bro, and they see you in your environment doing what you love and you can make money off of it, it's like your price should never be a factor. It's like if they see your quality work and other people is fucking reaching out too, bro, at this point, I can say it now, like we looking at this podcast and it's like we sitting right here right now, but we got people that's actually asking, you know, can I come in and actually, you know, because
that's tell me that's not a good feeling,
bro. It's a great feeling. It's like the first moment that I saw that.
When
I
had to tell you. Listen, peep game. So that's
it is
your feeling on.
It's the rewarding feeling.
You getting asked to come on the podcast, a podcast that. Like, let's be honest, like it's my podcast, right?
Bro,
now,
this is, man.
Imagine
this is something your child, you know?
Now imagine if you got asked to get on your podcast. That's how I felt the first time somebody asked me, where I was like, my shit?
It's a fucking honor, man.
So imagine how much more if it's like, start your fucking podcast, basically what I'm trying to fucking say.
Yeah, yeah. You know,
I'm normally a hater and I'm normally like, nah, fuck this. Ain't enough room for everybody. But this podcast shit, bro, everybody can get it. everybody can get in this motherfucker.
Because there's so many different things that
I
you
would
can,
suggest anybody to hop in this shit. I don't give a fuck.
We all have different opinions,
Don't
and that's
let
what I
nobody
love
tell
about
you
what
what
we
you
do,
can't
man.
do.
I love when we
know?
get together, and it's been times over the years where we all just sit up, man, and we doing the same thing we do right now, you know, just not in this type of the scenery.
Yeah.
And it'd be like, man, why not make it public? Because it's like, this is what we do on a daily basis when we get together, when we have that time.
We
Because
talk about that real shit though.
Yep.
you know,
Nah,
the
that's what
things
we
that,
really
that
talk
mean
about.
things in life and the things that really affect us and, you know, the people around us, because we all still got to think about the people, our priorities, you know. We got bills. We still got to fucking make sure we make our ends. We got to make shit happen. Rent got to get paid, whatnot, everything. So, bro,
What's understood don't need no explanation.
we all put in
you
our
go.
work. And this right here, this is a part of our work. You know, this is a piece of art that we put out for people's enjoyment.
Yep.
And it's for people to see and hear how we feel on certain things in our society that we have to deal with on a daily basis, bro.
As
Every
real,
week.
listen to me, as real as you gonna get it. Like earlier you said, like, come on, man, out of character. I don't want none of that character shit. I want that shit to be real. If it's me and you sitting here talking, that's how real I want this shit to be.
We live on
because
Channel 5.
if I ever feel fake as fuck, it just doesn't feel good.
It's not you.
This is just a regular ass conversation. You know what I mean? You want to
to
wild out, you wild out. You want to fucking be calm and be collected, keep to yourself. That's fine too, bro. I'm gonna try to bring out as much as I can out of you. But other than that, bro, I just want you to be you. You know what I mean? And with that being said, I appreciate y'all for shooting through.
FMAD Podcast.
FMAD Podcast.
Yes, sir.
Shout out everything you got, Cam.
Innovative culture. You know, we got everything. We got the business, TB. We got all his music dropping, video dropping next week. We're going to talk about that a little bit more. We got Savage Keys. He got a lot of new material on the way. My boy Chef Zaga, he was on the show a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
We got his some of his content coming soon.
Jamaican soul cuisine. How you say it?
Cuisine.
Yeah, we got a whole little program going for him. For myself, I got some review videos coming up. I'm working on a lot of, like, you know, TV show, movie type of content. So Innovative Culture, that channel is gonna be really booming soon. So we just putting all the content together to get released. And, you know, for now, everything that you need to see is right here on the FMAD Podcast.
There we go. What you want to shout out? Or what you want to plug, TB?
Shit, man. I just want to add to that, man. You know what I'm saying? Innovative culture, man. I'm all for it. I'm pro innovative culture, man. And just to add to that, man, we got the motherfucking new Run It Up video coming out
Bang bang.
next Friday. You feel me? So stay tuned for that. You feel me? We
That
got the
shit is
fresh out.
amazing.
We got the fresh out single. You feel me? It's available for pre-order. It's gonna be out very soon. You feel me? Just go to the Apple Store and, you know,
Check that video
Check
out,
that
like
out,
it and
man.
share it too.
yeah.
It's already up on
check
YouTube.
me out on Instagram, man. At the business TheBizNess. You know what it is. West.
I see you, TB.
Yes, sir. Make sure y'all follow me
Bang, bang.
at I am DJ Punch on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, the host Shaban Boo, baby. Make sure you follow the show in its entirety at the FMAD Podcast, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We're gonna start posting a lot more content, a lot more clips. I'm starting to figure this Final Cut Pro shit out. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm learning one new thing every week.
Every week we add to the
Birdman
fucking
hand
You know what I
Right.
mean? So we're gonna learn some
You feel
shit.
me?
But every time I learn
That's how I'm
something
gonna be
new,
on Thanksgiving.
y'all gonna see it. I might just start posting what I learned. But man, make sure you hit like, subscribe, make sure you leave a comment, make sure you share anything you can
Everything.
do. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, SoundCloud, wherever you can find us, YouTube.
Support the growth.
The biggest thing you can do is like and subscribe. That's the biggest thing you can do. Make sure you hit us up at the FMAD Podcast. Make sure you, if you want to get on the show, send us an email. The FMAD Podcast at gmail.com, man.
Right.
Till next time, I'll see y'all later. Peace.
Peace.